Hey everyone, Susan here. I'm going to bring y'all some chair yoga today and a little bit about chair yoga. A lot of times people think that because we're using the chair that we're not really getting a workout or we're not getting any benefits. And you're going to get benefits today, trust me. It's not a nice super easy class, but it's also not super hard. You're going to, there's a thing I'm not supposed to do, one of those ums. You're going to get in your chair and then you're going to scoot up to the edge. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. I'm going to give a couple of people time to get in and check in on the Facebook Live. I got here just a few minutes early. We've got like 5 more minutes before I'm going to start class. I hope that you're doing well today and that your health is well. But I'm really excited about this chair class. We're going to work on our balance in a safe way with the chair. We're going to help stretch out some of these tight muscles in our legs and our hips, especially those of us who have sciatica. You'll enjoy this class. It does help to bring some relief. This is also a nice way to relax. You're not overthinking anything because you're just letting it be where it's at today, wherever you're at. Now, that being said, if we do a pose today that's just not working for you, or maybe you're not feeling that confident in it, feel free to stay in your seat or to take a different pose or just to sit here with your palms face up and your eyes closed until I say that we're doing something else and you're like, oh, I want to try that one. That's fine. You come where you're at today. You don't have to do every single thing that I throw out there, you know. I will ask that you do come to the edge of your seat because I don't want your back to rely on the spine on the back of the chair. Got about 1 more minute. I want you to sit comfortably with your hands resting in your lap. I want your palms to face the ceiling, face upwards. I want you to close your eyes. Again, make sure that you're sitting just right up on the edge of the seat. That way your back is not resting on the back of the chair. I want you to take a couple of breaths here. They don't have to necessarily be deep, but just in and out through your nose. Notice how your chest rises and falls with every breath. Take a moment, make sure your shoulders are not hunched up by your ears. Let them be soft and away from your ears. Take a moment and just really feel the floor with your feet by raising your toes up off the floor and then placing them back down. For the most part in this class, you will not have to have your eyes open. But I will instruct you to open them softly in just a few moments. Notice how your core of your body expands and contracts with each breath. Again, continue to raise your toes up off the mat and then press them back down. Go ahead and softly open your eyes, or you're just going to inhale your arms up and out like an airplane, and then exhale, sweep them down and back up to your heart. Inhale, sweep them down and back up to the airplane. Exhale as they come back down. Inhale, sweep down and up to an airplane. Exhale, bring them back to your heart center. Continue to do this with your own breath. You can close your eyes. There's nothing to see. Follow your own breath patterns. One more time out. And exhale, bring your hands back to your lap. We'll take 3 breaths here. From here, you will take one hand to the opposite leg. Let that same side hand where you're twisting grab a hold of the side of the chair, or even reach to the back of the chair. You're gently twisting over towards the opposite leg that the hand is touching. Gently take your gaze over your front arm. You can close your eyes here if you like. Slowly and gently untwist. You will inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, you're going to hinge at your hips and come into a forward seated fold. Now you can let your forearms rest on top of your knees. But I'd like you, if you can't completely bow your head towards your chest, just gently gaze down at your hands or your feet. Slowly and gently come back upright, taking your time, not rushing. Now we'll go to the opposite side, twisting. Take your opposite hand to the outside of your opposite leg and let this back arm almost rest somewhere on the back of your chair. Slowly take your gaze over your front arm. looking out towards the front of your chair. Again, you can close your eyes. Slowly and gently untwist, coming forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and come forward. Again, you can let your hands rest on top of your knees. If you need to make more room for your middle, just take your feet a little bit wider so you can come a little bit more forward. Again, if you cannot bow your head all the way to your chest, or that's uncomfortable, just let your gaze be down towards the floor in front of you. Slowly and gently come back upright. If you spread your feet a little bit wider, go ahead and bring them back. Not together, but just maybe just in line with your hips. From here, we're going to drop one hand towards the seat of the chair. Take the opposite hand up by your ear. That forearm or bicep will be right by your ear. And gently lean over towards the side that's holding on to the chair. Now, if you don't want to hold on to the chair, that's fine. Just let that arm dangle down. And it's not about how far over you go. You're actively reaching and stretching this upper arm up and over. Getting a nice side stretch. Slowly come back upright and just switch sides. Let the other arm find the chair. Let the other arm come up by your ear and gently lean to the opposite side. Again, you do not have to hold on to the chair for dear life. You can let that arm dangle. Now, if it doesn't feel comfortable dangling, you can let it rest in your lap. There's always options to take. You do what feels good in your body. Slowly come back upright, swinging that hand back into your lap. And now we're going to work on our arms a little bit. So bring both arms forward, hands with the palms face down, and then turn them face up. Turn them face down and back up. Only going as far as is comfortable for you. Turning at the wrists more than at the elbows. And you can have a soft bend in your elbow. Just up and face down. One more time up, the last time down. Now I want you to take both hands, tilt them up so your palms are facing the screen. And then take your hands down to where the tops of your hands are facing the screen. Bend at the wrist and come up. Bend at the wrist and come down. You can do this with your breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Come back up And then come back to neutral. We're going to bring one hand back. I don't care which one. And I want you to recall, maybe in your childhood memory, maybe you got to swipe the icing bowl when your mom made cakes, or maybe you got to swipe the cake mix or the brownie mix, whatever. I want you to take that motion with your wrist. So your hand starts upright, leaning in towards your body. Then you swipe it over. Swipe it over. And continue this motion a few more times, just swiping it over. And then just go backwards with it. So you're not really getting any icing this time. You're just doing the opposite movement. A few more times. I know that your shoulders are probably going, what are you doing? It's all good. Bring that hand down. Now we're going to swipe the mixing bowl with this hand. So your fingers are up and pointing towards the center of your body almost. And then you just swipe, swipe, and continue to do so. You're getting that twisting motion. And now reverse. You're just doing the opposite rotation with that hand. A couple more times. All right, bring that hand back to your lap. We're going to come back up on the edge of the chair. I want you to come up onto your balls of your feet, up on your toes, so your heels are raised. And just hold this for a moment. Take whatever breath you need to take. Close your eyes. And then let your heels find the floor. If you need to scoot your feet back up a little bit to make it more comfortable, you can do so. I want you to press your palms into the tops of your thighs and then come up onto your toes and then come back down. Come up and back down, up and back down. You can do it with your breath. All right, we're going to cross one ankle, the best way that you can, over the opposite knee. Now this might be more than enough for you right now. You might already be feeling a stretch on this outer thigh. You might be feeling a stretch on the inner thigh. You might be having sensations in a place that I've not mentioned. It might be in your lower back. It might be in the booty. Wherever it's at, if you're good here, you can stay right here. You do not have to go any further. For those of us that would like to go a little bit deeper, all you have to do is you can gently hold on to your ankle and your knee, in front of your knee, not your actual knee. It's more on the shin, top of the shin. Take a breath in. Sit up nice and tall, and as you exhale, bend at the elbows and just come forward a little bit. You don't have to bring your chest all the way down to this calf unless it's available to you and that feels good to you. Maybe you don't have anything in the middle that gets in the way, but some of us do, and therefore we may not go as deep as others do. Take a moment, look down at your shin, and if you like, you can take this moment and massage this leg. And all you're doing is just a little squeeze You can flex this foot to protect this knee more. And if you like, you can raise the toes of the foot on the floor. But you do what feels good to you. If this doesn't feel good, don't do it. Do something else. Maybe you grab a hold of your toes and squeeze them. Maybe you take your big toe and do circles with it. You do what feels good to you. I think I'm going to take my toes off for a good rotation before we change. They could really use it. You just take each toe and take it into a circle, working your way all the way to the pinky toe. And then you reverse your circle and go back through all of your toes. For the ladies that do their own pedicures, those little toe separators, those are great for our toes, believe it or not. They help create balance. You can take your fingertips and maybe your entire fingers and wedge them between your toes. Now this does take time and practice. You may not be able to get it the first time. Maybe you only get just a little bit of your finger through. The other side, I may not be so lucky. And you just, massage and rotate the whole ball and toe part of your foot. And if you need to make an adjustment, maybe your ankle is cutting into that leg, you need to scoot the foot over a little bit, you can. And when you're ready, if you didn't want to do that, you can just hang out here and chill. Slowly and gently bring yourself back upright. If you need assistance, gently take that foot back down. If you like, you can stretch it out straight, flex that foot, and then just lean forward. You can reach towards that foot if you like. And then bring that foot back to the floor. Take a moment and just notice if that leg feels any different. We're now going to take the other foot and bring it up to that knee. Again, you start off with this foot flexed. Let this hand just rest. You can grab a hold of that ankle if you like. Sitting upright, if that's more than enough stretch for you, that's where you need to stay. Just take some time. Don't rush. There's no need to rush. You'll take a breath in, and on your exhale, just bend at the elbows to come forward. And even if you just come forward a hair, that's a hair. You can grab a hold of these toes of this flexed foot if you like. And when you flex your foot, try to just flex at the ankle and not involve the toes, but I know that is very hard to do. I want you to raise the toes of the foot that is on the floor. Take a moment here and start to do those circles with those toes. And just really get in there. We don't pay near enough attention to our feet. And of course now, with a lot of people not working, this is the perfect time to get to know them. And for those people that are still working, that we appreciate so much, y'all definitely need to rub your feet. Always be sure to take the toes in the opposite direction of the first direction you took them. Then try to wiggle your fingers between your toes. Now see, this side I'm not having as much luck with, but that's okay. I got a little bit through, and a little bit goes a long way. Again, if you need to readjust, slowly and gently come back upright. Gently guide that foot to being uncrossed and extended the length of the mat. Your leg is straight, your foot is flexed. And that might be more than enough stretch for you. But if you need a little bit more, bend over that bent leg. And slowly come back up. All right, we're going to take a warrior pose in this chair. Hopefully your chair doesn't have arms. You're going to turn sideways and place one foot out on the side, and you're going to take the other leg and stretch it back just to the opposite side. I hate that you can't see my foot for the bed, but know that my toes are pointing forward while these are pointing out. Take your arms up. We're going to add a little flow here. So all we're going to do is reach towards and over that bended leg and then come back up. Nice and easy, nothing crazy. You only go as far as is comfortable for you. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back up. One more time. Lean over and stay. Drop this forearm onto the bent knee. And you can take your arm straight up, or you can have it extend over your ear. Now, if for some reason your arm being over your ear does not feel good, take this hand, let the top of it touch your lower back. For those of you that study Iyengar Yoga, you will know that by doing this, this puts you in proper alignment. Okay, slowly come back up. Let the back hand slide on that back leg for reverse warrior. Come back, straight arms, extend over Drop the elbow and reach. Come back upright. Both arms are out. Let them drop as you reverse. Both arms out. Extend over the bent leg. Drop the forearm and reach. Come back up to your warrior. Bring both hands up. Face forward. And then bring both hands down to your lap. You're going to switch sides, so bring the leg that was extended back over to the bent side, and we're going to do that on the opposite side. Again, you're still on the edge of the chair. You get this leg bent first, and you may have to scoot back in the chair to clear this part of your chair. Both arms are out. You can look over towards the bent knee. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, come back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back up. We're going to go ahead and go to reversed warrior first. So drop that back hand, look up. And if looking up at this arm is not in your cards, look out, not so much up. Both hands come back out. Extend, drop that forearm, and reach over that bent leg. That arm is right beside your ear. Again, if for any reason this arm hurts to be up like this, or you start to feel tingling, take the top of that hand just to your low back. And even if you don't reach the middle of your back, or the back of your bum is fine, okay? It opens up this chest area. Slowly come back up. Go to reverse. Back to parallel arms, reach, side angle, come back up, reverse, parallel arms, reach, drop the forearm, extend over the ear for extended side angle, come back up, to reverse. One more time. Moving with your own breath. The final warrior. Come back. Bring the extended leg in first. Come to the front of your chair. We're going to extend both legs out. Now, you can keep your feet flat on the floor if that works for you. You can have your heels up. You're going to inhale up and exhale, forward fold. Inhale back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale back up. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, back up. Exhale, hands down at the side. Bring your feet together. Your knees are together, and we're going to do another seated twist. We're going to inhale both arms up to a Y. Take a full round of breath here. Inhale and twist to whichever side. Exhale, drop your arms down. So now this opposite hand is on the outside of this opposite leg. Again, you're grabbing onto the back of the chair. Without untwisting, take your gaze over your front shoulder. Slowly and gently untwist your body. With your hands on your lap, take a breath in and exhale, come forward. Come back upright. We'll inhale up. Full round of breath. Inhale, twist, exhale, drop your hands. Without untwisting, take your gaze over that front shoulder. Chin is lifted, chest is lifted. Slowly and gently untwist. From here, we're going to get ready to stand. So take your feet apart. And I don't want you to jump up just yet. I'm going to teach you a little bit about getting up and down from a chair that will help you as we age. So lean forward, then come up to upright. We're going to work on our balance. So I want you to be beside your chair. And if you need to hang on to it, that is quite all right. Spread the toes of the foot that is closest to the chair. Shift your weight into that foot and bring the opposite foot either to the calf, to the thigh, but never to the inside of the knee. You can hang on to the chair the entire time. Make sure your knee is not forward, that it is out. Take your other hand out. And if you want to be brave, close your eyes. And maybe not let go of the chair when your eyes are closed. But you can try to let go of the chair. But again, if you feel safer with your fingertips on it, it's all good. It's what works for you today. If you'd like to add a little movement to this without it being too much, keep a hold of your chair. Inhale the arm up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Up. And exhale down. Go ahead and step out slowly, keeping a hold of that chair as you kick both feet forward. Giving that standing leg a little bit of a break. I'm going to go over to the other side now. Again, you can hold on to the chair. You have to forgive me, I'm getting hot in here. All right. Spread the toes of the foot closest to the chair. Shift your weight into that leg, soft bend of that knee. And then bring your opposite foot. Hey, you can be down here with your heel just touching the inside of your shin, okay, of your calf. You don't have to come up below your knee or even to your thigh. Again, you can hang on to the chair with your fingertips, But again, make sure the knee is not forward. Make sure that it is out. And hopefully not knocking over things like mine's trying to do. With the hold of the chair, you can close your eyes and just see how that feels. I know it's shaky, but you have a hold of the chair. You're not going anywhere. Again, we can try the movement. So we inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Again. 2 more times. Last one, make it count. Slowly take that leg down, kick them from side to side. Now, for some reason, I didn't really set myself upright, and I'm noticing that now. That's what I get for live TV and not practicing beforehand. But we're going to work on some forward folds because not everybody can reach their toes. So I want you to have the chair directly in front of you. All you're going to do is inhale up, exhale, hinge at your hips so your hips go back out. And just place your hands on the chair. Let your head bow down. Now, if you feel more flexible, you can let your forearms rest on the chair. But you go where you feel good, and don't be looking at me because I'm looking up, looking at you. When you're ready to come up, slowly come up to your hands. Then your fingertips, and then just slowly rise. Inhale up. Exhale back down to your chair. Let your head bow. Then inhale back up. Exhale back down. Inhale back up. Exhale back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slowly come upright. And we're going to bring the chair back to center. You're going to sit in it, and you're going to take your feet wide. And your feet are going to be turned out. Now, they don't have to be perfectly out straight. They can be diagonal, but whatever is comfortable for you. Try to make sure you're not resting on the back of the chair, that you're up towards the front. Give you a moment to get there. Going to take our arms out, palms face down. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Back and forth, side to side. Try to do this with your own breath. And only go as far as is comfortable to you. One more time to this side. Come to center, bring your hands down to your knees. Press your feet into the floor. Activate the muscles in your legs. Now we're going to do a little different. You're going to drop a forearm to one thigh. Take the opposite arm over that ear. Your gaze is upward or outward, whatever is most comfortable for you. Come back up and just go to the opposite side in a gentle flow. Come back up, go to the opposite side. Come back up, just flow right on over. Only going as far as is comfortable to you. Go back to the opposite. This is really no longer with our breath. It's just a gentle motion. You pause temporarily once you've reached over to the side. And then you windmill over to the opposite side. One more time to the other side. Come back up, come back to center. Bring your feet back in front. Come to the edge of your chair. Inhale both arms up. And you're leaning a little bit forward, so you're as if you're in chair pose, but you're still sitting on the chair. Inhale, the arms go open. Exhale, they come together. And by together, I mean just back up by your ears. Inhale out. Exhale up. Inhale out. Exhale up. Do this with your own breath. One more time up and out, and then come back upright. We're going to do one more pose, standing. And it's really my least favorite because I have shoulder issues, so I have a hard time actually doing it on the mat anymore. But it's downward facing dog, but we're going to do it with a chair. So you walk right up to the chair. Your hands are touching the back of the chair, holding on. You begin to walk your feet back until your head is between your biceps. And I'm trying to make sure, yeah, my back is flat, hey. But this is now a wonderful version of down dog. If you like, you can have a bend in your knees. You can drop one hand and take it to the opposite leg. Bring that hand back up to the chair without looking, and take the other arm to the opposite outside of that leg somewhere. It can be on the thigh, it can be on the calf. Bring that hand back up to the chair and slowly Begin to walk right back up to the chair. All right. How was that? I hope you enjoyed doing that. I know it was short and sweet, but it was a little something. All right. Get back in your chair. I want you to let the soles of your feet touch. And even if they don't touch, they're facing each other. Let your knees fall out. Let your palms rest in your lap, face up. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to shrug both shoulders up to your ears and keep them there until I tell you to let go. Notice your breath. Let it slow down. Keep those shoulders up. Take whatever breath is calling. Slowly let those shoulders escape from your ears. Tip your chin towards your chest. Again, if the feet position is not comfortable, you can just take them out and let them be bent. You find what works for you. Keeping your chin tucked, turn your head to one shoulder. Doesn't matter which way. Slowly and gently bring your chin back to center, down towards your chest, and take it over to the opposite shoulder, turning your neck in that direction. Slowly and gently bring it back to center. Bring your head to a neutral space. Eyes are closed. Gently turn your head to one shoulder, only going as far as is comfortable for you. Slowly and gently take it over to the other shoulder. Slowly and gently bring it back to center. I want you to take your hands and inhale up over your head. And exhale to your heart. Do it again. Swing the hands down, around, and up. And exhale to your heart. One more time. I hope that you enjoyed this class and that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Until next time, peace out.